Evolution, the modern scientific theory about the development of life on Earth, proposes that all forms of life on Earth today share a common ancestor. That is, all forms of life, including humans, have descended from one organism through a process called natural selection. The theory of evolution is a complex one, involving a series of subordinate claims and theories, including abiogenesis, speciation, anagenesis, population genetics, among others. Modern science believes that evolution is an established and incontrovertible fact. Notwithstanding the hubris of modern science, evolution is simply false. While scientists will vehemently deny it, evolution and its subordinate theories have already been falsified by science itself. It is not within the purview of this series to expose the lie that is evolution from a scientific perspective. Instead, we will use the doctrine of eternalism to deny its validity. The theory of evolution does not explain the origin of life. The theory only attempts to explain the genesis of the millions of species on the Earth today, or as Darwin called it, the origin of species. Evolution extends backward in time only to the earliest common ancestor. Science has not formed a coherent theory of the origin of life itself. However, evolution requires that life arose through abiogenesis, that is, life arose from non-life. Science has not demonstrated abiogenesis in the laboratory. It can only formulate conjectures as to its feasibility. Eternalism denies any possibility of abiogenesis. All life is the product of procreationism or biogenesis. Eternalism also denies any ultimate beginning. In other words, eternalism invalidates abiogenesis both as a process and as an explanation for the origin of life. Evolution posits that all forms of life, called species, arose from one common ancestor. The process of creating new species over time is called speciation. This can only mean that periodically one species will be transformed into another species. But under the doctrine of eternalism, this cannot be so. All life is procreated from parents. Parents only produce offspring after their own kind. Eternalism precludes any possibility of speciation. Life proceeds only from its own kind and not from another kind. Furthermore, there are no new species. All forms of life have always existed. Evolution requires an old Earth. It takes billions of years for man and other complex species to evolve from the universal common ancestor, thought to be a one-celled organism. Eternalism, on the other hand, does not require any time to create new species. There are no new species to create. Nor does eternalism require an old Earth. All that is necessary for life to arise on a new Earth is to bring it there from another Earth. In the eternal process of the plan of salvation, life is repeatedly transplanted from one planet to another. Vegetable life is planted, and animal life is put or placed. The concept of an old Earth and the claim that life has taken billions of years to evolve is also contradicted by the direct statement of the Lord that the temporal existence of the earth will be only 7,000 years. To this point in time, the Earth's existence has been just under 6,000 years, and not the billions of years claimed by evolutionary theory. Some Christians, including members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, believe that the scientific theory of evolution is compatible with the scriptural accounts of the creation of life. In contrast to creationism, this religious construct replaces Darwinian nature as the ultimate cause of the evolutionary process with God. It is God that created all life through evolution. This viewpoint is called theistic evolution. While the desire for science and religion to be compatible and have one's cake and eat it too is understandable, in the end it doesn't matter. Eternalism invalidates the core principles of evolution. It doesn't matter whether the ultimate cause is God or nature. The process itself never happened.